but I use a lot of Becca in this video. So yeah, I'm just buffing that in with my Sedona Lace 217 brush. To set my concealer, I'm going to use my trusty IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores pressed powder. And I'm just setting my under eye concealer, setting my eyes, because I also used that concealer kind of as a primer for the future. And I'm just setting anywhere I put the concealer, basically. That's what I'm setting. I'm going to take the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Liquid in Champagne Pop. I love it. It is beautiful. I'm using a sponge to apply this to the tops of my cheekbones and on my nose and all the places I want to highlight. This is a sponge from the brand Mascara, but you can use any sponge, a beauty blender, the Real Technique sponge. They work really well with liquid highlights. This is amazing. I highly, highly recommend you get the liquid version of Champagne Pop. It is stunning. Like, I definitely like it a lot more than I thought I would. I mean, I knew I was gonna like it, but I love it. So I'm just bronzing up my skin with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, but then I wanted something a little bit warmer, so I took out my Kiko Desert Dunes Bronzer. This is like one of their new summer bronzers. I bought it on the Kiko website, and I got mine in the shade Warm. And I just used this to warm up my skin a little bit. And now I'm using the Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Collection Face Palette. It's beautiful. This mirror is insane. It's amazing. It's amazing. The blush I'm going to use is Amaretto. It's kind of like a matte, warm, peachy shade. Beautiful. I love this blush. It was the first time I used it, and I loved it. It was beautiful. To highlight my cheekbones some more, I took a little bit of Prosecco Pop, and then I applied Champagne Pop on top. Prosecco Pop is just a little bit too gold for me, but the combination of the two is really pretty. So, bam, that's a highlight. Okay, so now I'm going to take the eyeshadow palette. I'm going to take the shade Cordial, and I'm going to use this in my crease. I usually do one eye off camera, but honestly, I was totally winging this look. Like, I didn't even know what I was going to end up doing. So I just, winged it. I'm going to take the Marc Jacobs Twinkle Pop in the shade 3 Shakes, and I'm applying this to my entire lid, kind of like a base for the eyeshadow, and blending that out with my finger. And then I'm going to take the eyeshadow named Champagne Toast, and I'm applying that right on top of the base I put down. I've heard kind of like mixed reviews of this palette. I think Becca did something with the formula. I'm not sure what the buzz is, but I actually really like my palette. I think the quality is pretty good. I'm taking the shade Cognac, and I'm applying that on the outer corners of my eyes, and then dragging them into my crease, and then taking a different brush and buffing out the edges so that there are no harsh lines. And I do that a couple times, go back into Cognac, and then just buff out the edges. Then I took the shade Bordeaux and added very little of this to the outer corners of my eyes. I used Chardonnay in the palette to highlight my brow bone and my inner corners. This is a Makeup Geek eyeliner, full spectrum eyeliner in the shade Plumeria, and I'm using this to apply to my waterline, and then I take Bordeaux on a pencil brush and kind of just buff it out. I don't want my waterline to look too red, so adding the eyeshadow and buffing that out kind of helps. And then I took Cognac and just did the same thing. And then I skipped false lashes and applied tons of mascara. For my lips, I'm using the Milani lipstick in the shade Matte Naked, and that completes this look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!